The most important new car of 2017? The new Land Rover Discovery is certainly one of them, and when I tell you it's new, I mean it's new. You can probably see that yourself, mind. The previous generation car, the Discovery 4, looked a lot like the Discovery 3, only was far more upmarket inside. And it drew a lot more sales by being that way. That's what gave Land Rover the impetus to up the premium count again and make the Discovery a family of cars and launch the Discovery Sport. So, in the same way the Disco Sport replaced the Freelander, so this Discovery arrives, replacing the old Discovery's blocky, stubby looks. More on that in a moment, but first, technical details. As with the Range Rover Sport, the old Discovery's separate chassis and body has been replaced by an aluminium monocoque, suspended by double wishbones at the front and an integral link setup at the rear, just like the Range Rover. There are differences, though. Instead of aluminium subframes front and rear, the Discovery uses steel ones, heavier, yes, but they take up less room, which is what allows a full-size set of seats in the third row, a deep luggage space, up to 2,406 liters, and room for the full-size spare wheel that buyers of proper 4x4s will consider essential. This makes the new Discovery lighter than its predecessor, obviously, by up to 480 kilograms according to the headline figure. As ever, it's not quite that simple. The body itself is 250 kilograms lighter, the chassis 130 kilograms, with the rest coming from the fact that the entry-level engine is no longer a V6 turbodiesel, but a 2.0-liter four-cylinder from Land Rover's Ingenium family. As I write, that's the only engine I've driven. We'll try more today and update this story accordingly. Some of it has been compromised by the new appearance. I feel like you sit a touch lower, in a more car-like driving position, but the window line is still lower than in most rivals. The mirrors are big and you can see the most part of the bonnet. The rear window is large too, although now lacking in the cutout halfway across it. Instead only the number plate holder is skewed, making the back of your Discovery look like it's had a stroke. Like the rest of the design, Land Rover is aware that, with the tailgate, it's messing with something customers loved, by replacing a two-piece one with a one-piece, top-hinging plastic tailgate. It points out, before you've even asked, that the first Discovery had a side-hinged tailgate and that these things always evolve, so please don't think badly of the company for doing it. I was tempted to. But as standard there's a powered flap inside the boot, which does the same thing as the split tailgate, can hold 300 kilograms when it's lowered and you sit on it to change out of your wellies, and helps keep dogs or shopping in place when it's raised. First surprise, this new Ingenium unit is quiet. I'm not sure if it's the new engine derivative or the installation that makes it so, but the Ingenium is massively vocal in a Discovery Sport, far more so than, say, an Audi Q5, and pretty gruff in a Jaguars. Here it just isn't. I'd swear it was quieter than the V6 diesel in the old Discovery, and certainly more refined than Volvo's XC90. Serve a dining hall with rice puddings and it'd even remove their skins, too. Before this drive, a couple of Land Rover employees told me they'd been driving the 2.0-liter and that it had plenty of power, which is the sort of thing you take under advisement. But they were right. Throttle response is fine, torque is high, and you don't have to work the 2.0 nearly as much as you might think to make progress.